Hey everyone, it's UB. I was planning on doing my morning scan as usual this morning, but literally nothing has changed, so there's really not much to talk about. So instead, I kind of just wanted to talk about what I said last night in the member live trades section. I think this is going to be beneficial for a lot of people, so I'm not really sure what to call it. I guess this is basically just an explanation of what a distribution top is on the 1 minute chart and how you can actually, you know, figure that out and see that as it's happening. So, first off, I want to mention something that I feel like a lot of people forget. And on BitMEX, you are trading swap contracts. So, basically, what that means is for every long, there's a short. So, let's say someone opens up 10,000 contracts of a long. That means there's also 10,000 contracts of a short. So someone on the other side shorted those 10,000 contracts, or like three people shorted 3K, another person shorted 1K. So basically, there's like a call and response for short and long contracts. So last night, we got a bit of a pump right into the monthly open for the third time. And I was live, I don't know what you'd call this, like giving my thoughts live on the 1 minute chart as it was happening. So I'll go through that first, and then I'll give examples on the chart that's right behind here. Okay, so here in this chart, I said that the rejection wasn't strong enough. So when I show you at the end of this video the other rejections we've seen at this price point, usually we see a $30 to $40 rejection in a few seconds, and notice this is the 1 minute chart. So we see that $30 to $40 rejection in only a few seconds. So initially I said that the rejection wasn't strong enough and we could possibly go higher. Okay, so we have that. And then I said this is the time where more longs get trapped for a few more minutes. So basically, with each minute we spend in red, that is more distribution going on before large sells come through and clear it. So if you don't know, distribution is, what's a good way to put it that makes sense easily? So distribution is the opposite of accumulation. So when you're accumulating something, you have these large players that are basically longing a lot at a specific price point. Distribution is the opposite. So there's a lot of the large players getting longed into, aka filling their shorts in this red area. So what I was saying here is for each minute that we are in red, that's more longs being trapped, and that's more longs being distributed. Get it? Okay, so I gave this website that I always use that I'm looking at right now as I make this video. This is the significant trades window. So what you can see on this website is all of the market orders that are going through. And like I mentioned in the beginning, a lot of people forget that these are swap contracts. So when you see these buys, these are market buys into shorts. So yes, there's longs being opened, but there are also being shorts being opened as well. So when this pump was happening, there's a few 2 million, 1 million, a ton of market, but see, we just saw 350K there. But when the pump was going on, we saw a ton of market buys. So here I was saying, the longer we spend in this red zone, the more longs are getting trapped. So a few seconds later, we saw these market sells coming through. And here we go. Now we're on the edge of the red area. Okay, so at this point, we have been in the red area for maybe 10 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 minutes. We've been in the red and distributing. Okay. So now we go to the next picture. Oh, sorry, I said 20 total minutes were spent in the red, longs trapped. I can't stress this enough. This is all contingent on if I'm correct or not that all of this has been distribution. And I'm still confident that this move has been straight up distribution, and I still could be wrong. But I'm not wrong about the move that happened last night because it already happened. So there we can see we start to fall out of red. Okay. So based on this daily meme, the triangle, that's obviously valid, but it's still painful for me to use this pattern. The highest we could have gone is 6636, which checks out. It's confluent with a ton of resistance areas. So I said, okay, the top is in for now, and it checks out and it's confluent with this triangle. Okay, so I said, please go through all the posts. Doesn't matter about that. And I just said, you know, people forget that these are swap contracts, right? So we fell out of red, and I said, we'll stall here for a few minutes at 6569.5 because it's a short-term support. And how do I know that? Well, I mean, just based on my TA for the past few days, I know that the 0.62 fib is going to be short-term support. So we stalled there for a few minutes. We stalled there actually for 11 minutes in total. And then look what happened. Then we started dumping. And we continued to dump. I don't know if I have... I said hee 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 hee. But we continue to dump almost to the 0.705 fib. So basically, that was all distribution. So yes, we didn't get that strong rejection like we saw. That I'll show you in like a minute here. But we did get the distribution, which we haven't seen yet after that rejection. So we got the distribution, great. We got that strong rejection. Can't believe I said hee hee, that's funny. Okay, so let me show you on this chart what I'm talking about here. So let's go to this monthly open test. So this is the one that happened last night. Let's go to the one that happened before. And the 1 minute chart is really great for... That's not it, right? No. The 1 minute chart is great for figuring out when these tops are in and the distribution tops and things like that, because I wouldn't have been able to see that if I wasn't on the 1 minute chart, because the hourly chart just shows like a large wick, right? But you don't actually know how quickly it got rejected at that price. So I think, yeah, it was... Is this right here? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. October 4th. Okay, give me a minute, sorry. October 4th. Okay, so it's somewhere soon. Sorry, I probably should have been more prepared, but as usual, I'm not. October 4th. Okay, cool. So here's what I'm talking about, the last monthly open test. So we can see, mind you, again, this is the 1 minute chart. So we test the monthly open and we instantly get a $34 rejection wick in a few seconds. That is definitely significant. And then we only spent, actually, I guess we did spend a good amount of time distributing. But anyway, regardless, this most recent monthly open test, we didn't get that large rejection wick in a few seconds like we've seen at this test and the test before this. But I hope that helps you guys understand what I was talking about a few hours ago. The 1 minute chart is great for calling tops and things like that. So if you're doing this by yourself, what you want to see is really, really strong rejections at key resistance areas, or support really for that matter. So if we see like a really strong rejection wick at this red line whenever it tests it again, then we'll know this is definitely support and I'm getting out of my longs. But yeah, I hope that helped you guys. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask, and have a good day.